Alright, is this, good? It's off. Oh no. Bucket. No! Not the bucket. Not the bucket. Not the bucket. Not the bucket. All the lucky pencils. Pray to the pencil. Prager for the pencil. Prager for the pencil. The blessed pencil. Believe in the pencil. Prager weights buckets. We believe in pencil-kun and plank-kun. Sometimes pencil-kun messes up. Plank-kun never messes up. But pencil-kun at least tries, unlike bucket-kun. Bucket-kun is forever the enemy. We'll never forgive bucket-kun for what they did. Oh my goodness. Purgatory. Disgusting. Disgusting bucket-kun. Oh, this is Naho's BFF. Our friendship will last forever. It will never die. Too much of this game and you get IRL darkening vision. The blood vision, the meat vision. No. My mind was in a daze. The lights on the ceiling were spinning, moving in and out of one another, alternating between hazy and distinct and forming spiral patterns in my eyelids. We haven't been in the basement yet, have we? Yeah, we're in the basement now. Oh no. Poor Sayaka. I was being jerked along the ground by my legs, like a heavy sack of rocks. I could feel every step he took vibrate across my entire body. Oh no, we've already been caught. Oh no. But I couldn't do anything to stop it. I could no longer move of my own accord. I just kept getting dragged, inch by inch, across that filthy floor. Then eventually he stopped and threw me down, and I rolled hard onto my face. Oh no, we just started and we already just got caught. I was helpless before him. Magic box. That piece of chocolate had fallen out of my pocket. Oh, it was chocolate. I was pretty sure it did anyway. And I wasn't about to let anyone else have it. Give it back, you bastard. You stole the Chucky. No. The large man took my crumpled form and roughly flipped me back over by the legs, as if I were nothing more than a doll to him. I was facing him from the middle of the hallway as he readied his enormous hammer and looked right into my eyes. Was this it? Was I going to be killed now? Please God, no! I was terrified, but not entirely. After all, she's coming to save me. Nell's coming, I know she is. She'll always come. She's my friend. Choco. Purgatory. Oh, okay. Okay, now rewind time. We're in prequel land again.
私の名前は大上さやか。東照学園高等部の2年生。
My name is Saika Oe. I'm a junior at Paolonia Academy High School.
普通の女子高生だけど、勉強と両立させてる仕事があって、なかなか学校に出られなかったりもする。
I'm just a normal girl, but my job conflicts with my studies, so I don't go to school all that often.
今日は久しぶりのオフなので、私の大好きな親友のなほちゃんを呼び出して一日遊んで回ったの。
And this was the first day I'd had free in a while, so I called out my friend Naho, and we spent the whole day together having a blast.
その最後のイベントがこのトゥインクルガールズライブ。
The last event on our schedule was a Twinkle Girls concert.
この町有数のライブハウス、クラブベータで定期的にやってるんだけど、
They play every so often at a local venue called Club Beta.
ここのユニットの子たちが超可愛くて、
And
私
they're
はよ
also
く見
incredibly
に来てるん
cute.
だ。
I try to catch them whenever I can.
トゥインクルはね、最近夜のランキング番組なんかにも出演してて、どんどん注目度が上がってきてるユニットなんだ。
Twinkle had been performing on evening request shows, and they've been getting more and more attention, as well as they should, right? You know? As well as they should, you know?
私も何度か番組で一緒させてもらってて、メンバーの子たちとはメールとかツイッターでもよく絡んでる程度には仲良しだったりするんだよ。
I joined them on the program a few times myself, and the group and I like to keep in touch through texts and tweets. Oh no, remember to... No! Petra. Is that us? Wait, what? Why isn't it with Nahos and we both put our hands in the air like we just didn't care? Oh no, it's cringe. Oh no, it's cringe.
可愛かった。
So cute.
ありがとうさやか。トゥインクル最高。大好きになった。
Thanks, Saika. Twinkle's the best. I think I'm in love.
でしょ、やばいでしょ。ラストの曲の振りとかさ。
Aren't they awesome? I mean, their moves in that last song.
覚えたよ。ほら。
I remember. Check this out.
おお、できてるよ。ちょっと腰の動きが違うけど。
You got it down, girl. I think your hip movements are a teensy bit off. Though I think.
ライブが終わってベータの外。箱から出てきたファンのみんなが通りにたまって余韻に浸り合っていた。
Oh, is this bait? Is that supposed to be read as Beta? Then Club Beta? What is that case supposed to be then? Outside Club Beta after the show, fans are hanging around the street corner, immersed in the lingering rhythm and the music. Okay, my voice is gonna get destroyed by speaking in relatively high pitch.
思わず混じって一緒に感動したかったけど、通りを塞いじゃいけないので我慢。
I wanted to ride that wave
私たち二
myself,
人は興奮しながら駅の方へ歩き出したの。
but didn't like the idea of blocking the road in the process, so now and I just pranced on our way back to the station.
見て見て、タオル買っちゃった。
Check it out, I bought a towel.
なほちゃんが物販コーナーで買ったらしいタオルを出してひらひら舞う。
Now began waving around a towel she bought at the merchandise booth after the show. She looked like a matador taunting a pop idol.
大ファンじゃん。
The new number one
いいな。
fan.
私も次買おう。
Excellent, I'll have to buy one next time myself.
まだ9時か。
Still
ねえねえさ
online.
やか、ガス寄ってこうガス。スイーツ食いたい。
Hey Sayaka, what say we drop by Gus on the way back? Come on, let's get ourselves some sweets to eat.
そうだね、寄ってこっか。
Sounds pretty. Oh no, Sayaka is cringe. Oh no, Sayaka confirmed cringe. Sounds pretty sweet to me. Lead on. Sayaka has got first degree cringe. We're in danger. She's just. Oh, stop.
むふふ、スターミルクプリンスペシャルくだち。
Give me a strawberry milk flan special, please.
なほちゃんが得体の知れないものを注文する。
Whatever it was Naho had ordered, it sounded completely alien to me.
何それ、超甘じゃない？
The heck is that? Sounds super sugary.
星が7つ乗っててね、ミルクいっぱいかかっててね、うまいのこれ。
Something that'll put me in seventh heaven, that's what. It's covered in milk and ridiculously delicious.
この子がさえのきなほちゃん。
This
同
is
じ学
Sainoki
校の
Naho.
同じ学年同じクラス。
We're in the same school, same year, same class.
この子も少し私の環境と似ているところがあって、話というか気もあって、よく一緒にご飯とかしてるんだ。
Backgrounds are sort of similar and, well, we talk all the time and eat together and stuff.
何より可愛いでしょ。一緒にいると
Most of all
女子の私でもなんだかふにゃーってなるから、この子大好きなんだ。
Just look at how cute she is. When we're together, she even makes a girl like me all wobbly. I love this little lady. Are we gay again? Are we gay again? Oh
ね、う
no.
まいからさやかにもあげるね。
Stop killing off all these lesbians. Stop it. Stop it. Point is, it's good, and you're welcome to try some if you like.
ありがとう。じゃあ私はバターたっぷりパンケーキ。
Thank you. As for me, I believe I'll go with the butterfly
かしこまりま
pancake.
した。
Coming right up.
とても夜の9時過ぎに女子が取るカロリーとは思えない。けど今日は2人とも朝から何にも食べてないから、これぐらいは全然いいのだ。
Do say girls shouldn't ingest a lot of calories after 9 at night, but hell, we hadn't eaten anything all day, so I figured why not indulge a little.
てってててててて。なほちゃんがトゥインクルの曲を口ずさみながらタオルを眺めている。
Naho was gazing longingly at her towel while singing the melody to one of the Twinkle's songs.
この子こう見えて実は普段は超クール。学校のクラスメートがこの姿を見たら多分びっくりするはずだよ。
She's usually a really cool and collected person, so I bet our classmates would flip out if they saw her like this.
私と二人っきりの時にだけこんな猫みたいな面白い姿を見せてくれるの。
It's only when the two of us
友達として
alone
そ
together
れが結構嬉しかったりするんだ。
that she let loose with this feline-like personality of hers, and it always made me feel really special.
そんなに喜んでくれたら誘った私も嬉しいよ。
Sure seemed like you had a great time. I'm glad you could join me.
おもむろに顔を上げてなほちゃんが私の目を見つめてくる。吸い込まれそうなぐらい澄んだ瞳。
Naho slowly raised her head up and looked into my eyes, and wow, what a gaze that girl had. I felt like I could lose myself in those perfect peepers. Sayaka is so cringe.
どうしたの？
Something wrong?
心配だよさやか。このところあんまり休めてないんじゃない？
What about you, Sayaka? You haven't been getting enough rest lately, have you?
顔に出ていた疲労は完璧に消してきたのに、なほちゃんはしっかり見抜く。この子に隠し事は絶対にできないな。
Naho somehow saw right through me. I could never keep anything from her.
この2ヶ月土日なしだったよ。
I haven't really had weekends these last 2 months.
声優さんとかドラマとかウェブラジオとかすごく忙しそう。
Voice acting soap operas, online radio. Yeah, I can definitely see the problem.
なほたんもじゃあ毎日飛び回ってるでしょ。
But
ラ
you
ジ
want
オ
to
だけ
talk
じゃな
though?
く心霊取材とか読モとか。
Wait,
そうだ、
Ghost
今
Hunter.
度映画にも出るんでしょ。
Oh,
すごい
yeah.
じゃん。
Aren't you supposed to be in a movie too? Totally jelly, by the way.
ただのエキストラだよ。斎藤工の後ろでずーっとフレンチ食べてるだけ。
Just an extra. I'll be sitting behind Takuma's Saito eating French food. Hooray for me.
てかまだ言ってなかったのにどうして知ってるの？
Didn't announce that yet though. Where'd you hear about it?
田口さんのブログ超書いてあったよ。太文字でみんななほちゃんを応援してくださいって。
On Mr. Taguchi's blog, of course, he wrote a ton about it, all in boldface. He told everybody to cheer you on as loud as they could. Ow. Oy vey. Oh no.
げっそりとした顔でなほちゃんはペタリと机に伏せる。
Her expression twisted into an exaggerated blah pose, and she sprawled out across the table.
あの人の横では何の話もできないな。
Can't say anything around that guy.
顎を机の上に乗せてほっぺたをぷーっと膨らませるなほちゃんをしばらく眺めて、
For a
私
while,
はいつ切り出そうかと迷っていた相談事に触れてみたの。
who had placed her chin on the table and puffed out her cheeks. Not sure how to break the silence. I tried switching subjects.
あのね、なほたん。
Oh, hey,
今
no.
度私のラジオでさ、怖い話特集やるの。
For my next radio show, I'm doing a special on scary stories.
突っ伏したままのなほちゃんが目を開ける。
Deflated
yeah?
now, suddenly
興味あ
reinflated.
りかな？
Guess I piqued her interest.
なほたん声いいしさ、ぜひ出てくれない？リスナーからの怖い話のお便りに専門家のコメントをつけてくれたらと思うの。
You've got a great voice, and I'd love to have you as a guest speaker. You can be my expert, commenting on ghost stories submitted by listeners.
なほちゃんは机に頭を乗せたまましばらく考え込んでしまった。
Her head still
何
glued
か
to the
心配
table.
事でもあるのかな？
Now fell deep into thought. She seemed oddly concerned.
けれど私は今一瞬この子の目がキラッとしたのを見逃さない。
I couldn't
Oh,
miss the moment
stop.
her twinkle in her eye, though. Success! I just needed to rebait the line, and she was as good as caught.
お願い。なほたん顔出し OK でしょ？
Come on, please, for me.
うちのリスナーさんたちも私たちの関係知ってるから、なほたんまだーってメールがしょっちゅう来てるし、超喜んでくれると思うんだよね。
My listeners know we're friends, and I get a lot of messages asking me why you haven't been on the show yet. You'd be a big hit for sure.
何より私がなほたんと一緒にラジオをやってみたいの。
More than anything, I really just want to see what it's like to co-host a show with my bestest buddy, no! Saika, you're so cringe.
にゃむにゃむ。
Oh my goodness, she's meowing.
あ、にゃむにゃむした。
She
この
meowed.
子興味を示したわ。あとはカ
She
リ
was
カ
showing
リで釣ればきっと飛びつくわ。
It wouldn't take much to get her to pounce on this old yarn now.
にゃー。
I forgot this is a thing that happens when Naho's alive. We're cranking that cringe all the way up. Let's go.
ほらほらほらほ
Come on, come on.
ら。ごにゃー。たまになほちゃんは猫に、私は飼い主さんに化ける。
This is a thing that just sort of happened. Sometimes she turned into a cat, and I played the part of her master.
じゃあギャラは金の猫か？
Some fancy cat food in it for you if you say yes. Oh, you've said it already. Okay. Oh my goodness. I can't really make fun of Kedowin anymore for this one.
どういうことなんだぜ？
What's that supposed to mean exactly?
じゃなくてキルフェノンのカフェをご馳走するのでどう？
I'll treat you at Cafe Quilfenon. Sound good?
なほちゃんの顔がパーッと明るくなる。
Nell's face lit up.
出る出る。
I'll do it.
ありがとう。大好きなほたん。
Thank you. I love you now.
ぶにゃー。シャー。
Oh jeez. And there's that sudden hiss out of nowhere when everything seems to be going fine, and then just yeah, she's one of those cats.
なんでシャーするのよ。
Why are you hissing at me? Yeah, typical cat.
よし、快諾を取り付けた。
Did it.
私はこの時顔いっぱいで至福の笑みを浮かべていたはず。
I got the green light. My smile couldn't have been bigger at that moment.
なほちゃんは今本当に人気があって他のラジオにも呼ばれてたりしてるからスケジュールを抑えるのが大変な子なのだ。
Nell's popularity had exploded recently, so she'd been having a hard time managing all the requests she'd be getting to appear on other radio shows.
一度仕事でも絡んでみたいと思ってたんだけどこうもあっさり実現するとは。
I've been hoping to get a chance to tie our work together at some point, but I never imagined it would be this easy.
注文したスターミルクプリンスペシャルとバターたっぷりパンケーキを食べさせっこしながら楽しんでいたら
So with that out of the way, we sat back and enjoyed the hell out of our butterful pancakes and strawberry milk climb special. Stop with the puns.
いつの間にか時計は10時を回っていた。
Before we knew it, it was past 10.
そろそろ帰ろうかとなほちゃんと2人で席を立ちそのままキャッキャウフフしながら帰路に着いたの。
Now and I stood up and started down the road home. giggling and chatting the whole way.
なほた、次学校いつだよ？
So no, when are you going to school again?
明日行くよ。仕事でだいぶ授業サボってたから、せめ
Okay,
て
so
レ
this
ポート出すようにって言われてるもん。
Okay, so Keitra is the place they got the desserts from. It's the dessert cafe. Okay. Okay. London tomorrow. I've been ditching class a lot for work, but they said I should at least show up to hand in my report.
ああ、なるほどね。
Okay.
うん、さやかも出さなきゃだよ、きっと。次、学校行ったら言われるよ。
You're gonna have to turn it in too, you know. They'll be asking for it next time you're there. 1 second. Wow.
うわ
My
ー、マ
throat
ジか。
already.
まあ
Really?
いいや、レポートくらい一晩徹夜すればなんとかなるさ。
Well, whatever, it's just a report. It'll work itself out if I stay up all night. Oh no.
ああ、そうだ。家寄ってキビキ先生の本持ってく？読みたいって言ってたよね。どうせ帰り道だし。
You wanna stop in and grab Kipi's new book? You've been dying to read it, right? And this place is on your way, so...
あ、借りる借りる。
Yes, please.
おっすおっす。
Right this way then, madame.
帰り道、ちょうど私の家に向かう道にナホちゃんが住んでる。というか、居候してる作家のキビキ先生のお屋敷がある。
Nao's house is literally on the way home for me. Or rather, Mr. Kibiki's house, since that's where she's been staying for the last little while.
事情があって、ナホちゃんは今実家でなくて、ここから学校に通ってる。
Due to various circumstances, Naho had been commuting to school from here, rather than living with her parents.
先生に弟子にしてもらうために転がり込んだって話だけど、こ
Supposedly,
の子の行動力にはいつも見習わなきゃって思わされる。
she'd moved in to study under Mr. Kibiki like his Padawan. She was always willing to go that extra mile, and I always admired that about her.
先生、ただいま。
I'm home.
やあ、おかえり。寒くなかったかい？
Welcome back. Not too cold out, I trust. Oh, my throat can relax for a bit.
君は
Hello. You must be.
おろおろしていた私に目をやり、優しい目でキビキ先生が話しかけてくれた。
I was nervous he
Ikemen
looked me
da.
over,
わ、イケメンだ。
but he had very kind eyes. And man, was he ever hot, like old school Japanese style hot. Okay, maybe Saika's by then.
こんばんは、はじめまして。
Good
大
evening.
上さやかと申します。
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Saika Oe.
ペコリと頭を下げると、先生は優しい佇まいで微笑んでくれる。
I need to hear that again. I bowed quickly and Mr. Kibiki flashed a gentle smile. Oh, yeah.
こんばんは、はじめまして。大上さやかと申します。
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, oh, yeah. Okay.
キビキです。ナホ君と仲良くしてくれてありがと
Thanks for
う。い
always
つも
looking after
君の
Naho.
話を聞いていますよ。
She talks about you quite a lot.
嬉しいです。私もなほちゃんからキビキ先生のことはいっぱい聞かせていただいています。
I've also heard a lot about you, Mr. Kibiki.
きっと私の失敗談ばかりじゃないかい？
A long list of failed publications, no doubt.
そんな、とんでもない。
Oh, that's not true at all.
ねえねえさやか、せっかくだからお茶でも飲んでいかない？先生がね、超美味しいセカンドフラッシュのダージリンを買ってきてくれたの。
Since you're here, why don't you stay for tea or something? Kibiki brought some really amazing second flush How the hell do you say Darjeeling? That feels like an awkward mouthful to pronounce Darjeeling. I don't know. I don't know these weird teas.
と
Well,
急な振りにオロオロする。夜遅いし、先生に迷惑じゃないかな。
kind of felt like I was being put on the spot. I mean, it was already late, and I doubted Mr. Kibiki was too keen on playing host.
いいですか先生。
You don't mind, do you, Kibiki?
もちろん。
Of course not.
ただお家の方が心配されるから連絡だけしておくといいね。
So you best give your family a call and let them know where you are. You wouldn't want to worry them after all.
ありがとうございます。じゃあ少しだけお邪魔します。
Thank you very much. Hope it isn't too much trouble.
ゆっくりしていきなさい。
Please make yourself at home.
笑顔が優しい。こりゃなほちゃんが夢中になるのもわかるよ。
Dude's got a killer smile. It's easy to see why Naho got so into him.
さあ奥へ行きましょう。入って。
Alright then, coming in.
先生の前だとなほちゃんはいつものクールなキャラに戻っちゃう。
In front of
家に
Kibiki,
電話を入れた私は挙動不審になりながらリビングに通された。
Naho returned to her usual cool self. After calling home, I passed nervously through the living room, feeling a bit like I was imposing.
広くゆったりとしたリビングは和風なイメージとベトナム系のアジアン雑貨や家具が見事に融合して
What a living
独
room
特
it
の落
was.
ち着いた雰囲気を醸し出していた。
The furnishings were a fusion of Japanese and Vietnamese styles, and everything just looked really posh and inviting. Okay.
素敵。
Place is incredible.
荷物はその辺に置いてください。
Go ahead and leave your bag
自由
over
にくつろ
there.
いでね。
And please.
では私はダージリンを入れてくるよ。
I'll put on the Darjeeling.
あ、すみません。
Thank you very much.
先生、ありがとう。
Thanks, Kiki.
平気だよ。私も飲みたかったんだ。
It's no problem at all. I was looking to drink some myself, in fact.
笑顔を残してキビキ先生は部屋の奥へ消えていった。
Kiki then disappeared into another room, his smile never once fading. Total dreamboat all the way.
なほちゃんに誘われていくらするのかわからない高級そうなソファーに私は緊張しながら腰掛けた。
Now gestured for me to sit, so I cautiously plumped myself down on an expensive-looking sofa.
おお、沈む。
Thinking,
さやか、リラックスしていってね。私ちょっとお手洗い行ってくる。
just relax, okay? I'm gonna go hit the little girl's room.
じゃあ寝とく。
I'll be napping here when you get back.
いいよ。
Go for it.
変な姿勢で固まったまま沈んだ私を笑いながらなほちゃんが席を立つ。
Now I began
そ
walking out
の
of the
数
room,
秒後だった。
chuckling at my
なほちゃん
stiffly
の悲
sinking
鳴が
form.
お屋敷中に響き渡ったのは
Yeah, moments later though.
びっくりして声のした方を振り返る。
That sure caught me by surprise. I turned in the direction of the scream, concerned.
田口さんも鍵ぐらいしてよ。
God, Tagachi, lock the damn door when you're in there. Oh no, gross. She found cameraman pooping. Cameraman is sorry.
すごい勢いで扉が閉められていた。
Had the
噂
door-
の田口さん。いやー、修羅場だ。
I had the door slammed shut with incredible force, so that was the infamous Mr. Tagachi, huh? No love lost between those two, it seemed.
信じらんない。
The nerve of that guy.
キッチンから目を丸くして顔を出していたキビキ先生もふふっと笑って頭を引っ込める。
Having peeked out to check on Mr. Kibiki again withdrew his wide-eyed face to the kitchen, laughing softly. I swear I could look at him all day.
深い黄色の雫を一
There's
滴
the,
か
there's
も
the
味
face
わう
of
よ。
shame.
そっと口の中に溶かし込む。
Trying to save each single droplet of the deep crimson liquid in my cup, I slowly and carefully imbibed the tea that was placed before me. Look at the face of shame. This is the lure that we apparently needed.
キビキ先生の入れてくれた紅茶はそれまで私が飲んでいたものとは全く違う味がした。
And Kibiki must be sitting on the table. Whatever blend Kibiki had brewed bore a flavor unlike anything else I'd ever tasted.
美味しいです。
Wonderful.
そう口に合ってよかった。
I'm glad you like it.
深みのある味と香り。紅茶なんてどれも同じだと思ってました。
It's such a complex taste and
うちに
aroma.
はティーバッグのものしかなくて。
I always thought all black tea was the same, but then at my house we only have the kind that comes in tea bags. Yeah. Psycho living that British life.
バッグのものも 最近はいい味がするよね。美味しい。ただ
Nothing
私
wrong
は
with
やは
tea
り
that comes in bags.
これが一番飲み慣れていて好きなんだ。
It's gotten quite good these days, in fact. This is just the way I'm used to drinking it.
美味しいです先生。
It really is delicious, Mr. Kibiki.
田口さんいつ帰るの？
Isn't it about time for you to go home, Taguchi?
手厳しいななおち
Oh
ゃん。
no. Don't be like that.
田口さんってずいぶん年上のはずなんだけど、完全になほちゃんに飲まれちゃってる。
Taguchi
な
may
ん
have been
か
her
この関
elder.
係も面白いな。
He was completely outmatched by Naho. Those two had a pretty fascinating relationship all their own.
そうだ、今日中にレンタル返さなきゃいけないからそろそろ帰ります。
Actually, I do have a rental video to return by the end of the day, so I guess I should probably be leaving after all.
またエロビー。
More porn?
違うよ。またってどういうことさ。
Give me my more.
じゃあ先生。
Anyway, you'll excuse me?
テクノブレイク。
No! Techno break death by fap?
なほちゃんが田口さんに向かって光線を出している。
I just
なん
face
かウル
palmed
トラマン
it.
みたいな構えになってるけど。
No face my Satagachi and pose as if she was shooting a beam of light at him, like some kind of legally unnameable masked superhero.
ああ、先生また
We'll see you tomorrow, Mr.
明日。なほち
Kibiki.
ゃんもね。
You too, Naho. Oh no. Naho is trying to shoot to curse the Goonas with death by fat. That's Oh, that would be a pretty terrifying power to have nowadays. There's so many of them now.
明日は学校行くから来てもいません。
Actually, I'm going to school tomorrow, so no, you won't. Like, go inside. Oh no, no, no. What's that? And then they're all gonna hold a goon rule for him.
そうなんだ。珍しいね。
What's a surprise?
29歳、非リア充に幸あれ。
You should just keep on keeping on, Tagashi. Rock those 29 years of insubstantial accomplishments.
も
Man, you're ruthless.
田口さんはフラフラになって玄関に消えていった。
Takeshi
私と
staggered
並
out
ん
the
で楽
door,
しそうに眺めていた響先生も笑顔で手を振っていた。
vanished into the outside world, utterly defeated. Watching from next to me, Mr. Kibiki simply waved his hand and smiled.
あ、では私もそろそろおいとまします。
I should
ごち
probably
そうさま
go
でし
too.
た。
Thank you very much for your hospitality.
そうかい。
My
おもて
pleasure.
なしもできなくてすまなかったね。
I'm sorry we couldn't offer you anything more.
とんでもないです。
Please.
うん、田口さんもういないよ。だいぶ先に行ったと思うから、もう出会う心配ないよ。
Takechi's gone. He got a pretty good head start, so I don't think you have to worry about running into him.
ひど
Wow, you're ruthless.
またゆっくり遊びに来てください。
You're welcome back anytime.
夜道
Please.
気をつけて。
Be careful on your way home.
ありがとうございました。失礼します。
Thank you so much for everything. Have a good night.
響先生の家を出ると、なほちゃんが先の角まで送ってくれた。ひんやりとした空気がほてった方に気持ちいい。
There's a shiny on the rooftop. There's a shiny on the rooftop. Why is there a shiny on the rooftop? Crows, what have you been doing? I need a crow bro to help me out. I have peanuts now. I can trade you crows. I give I stepped out from Kibiki. I got unsalted peanuts and a bag of them. I stepped out from Kibiki's lovely home and Naho walked me to the corner. The air felt crisp and cool against my cheeks.
今日一日の楽しかった思い出を振り返って、ついでに私はカバンに持っていたトゥインクルの CD を1枚貸して。
It had been a positively lovely day all around. Before parting ways, I lent Naho one of the Twinkle CDs I had in my bag.
私たちはもう一度ハグし合ってから別れた
We
の。
hugged, and I began the short walk back to my own house.
なほくん、ありがとう。
No.
君の見つけてきてくれた天神小学校の件。これはすごいよ。
case you discovered with Heavenly Host Elementary. It's absolutely remarkable. Oh no, it's plot time.
これが
If
この取材が実現すれば世界中のオカルト研究がひっくり返る騒ぎになるぞ。
our investigation bears fruit,
たまらない。
this could very well turn the world of occult research on its head. It's too good to pass up. Not breathing. Daddy's not breathing. Spectator Kid needs to stop sleeping next to girls, especially while they're having nightmares. Bro, kedo insan, kedo insan. What? What is the meaning of this? Just a dream. Oh right, yeah, she's being cursed from investigating the Shinozaki residence, so she's getting nightmares from Sachiko's point and Sachimama's point of views or something. Sachi-ridden dreams. It's like hag-ridden, but the opposite age.
メモしておかなくちゃ。
I have to write this down.
令状調査ファイル02、京県天神小学校、現在調査中。その後の経過と。
Sacred Ground Investigation File 2, K Prefecture, Heavenly Host Elementary, currently under investigation. Further progress.
篠崎家の調査を進めるだけで強い霊障を受けた。体の右半分が麻痺、左鼓膜に異常、姿写真にオーブ、影響あり。
Encountered fierce spiritual resistance while simply researching the Shinozaki estate. Right side of body paralyzed, left eardrum ringing. Wow, see, this is... The Shinozaki estate really does not want to be researched at all.
数週間にわたる増毛感、吐き気、下血。
Orbs visible in photographs. Influence confirmed. Severe dizziness, nausea, bloody bowel movements experienced. Symptoms persist for weeks. Oh my goodness.
あと、悪夢を毎晩見るも追加だな。
And unrelenting nightmares on top of all that.
やっぱりあそこは危険すぎるな。
This
先
really
生や
is
田
dangerous
口さ
for
んは霊に対しての耐性がない人だから行かない方がいいかもしれない。
Kibiki and Taguchi don't know how to protect themselves from spirits. They shouldn't go at all.
私の名前は佐江のきなほ。霊能調査で全国の心霊スポットを回り、依頼者の不安を取り除いたり、可能なものは解決したりしている。
My name is Naho Sayanoki. I travel the country investigating reports of haunted locations, assuaging clients' fears, and doing whatever I can to help them.
私の周りには最近、
Recently,
ある異変が起こっていた。
strange and unpleasant things had begun happening to me.
先月調査を開始した霊場から、それまで経験したことがないほどの強力な思念体を連れてきてしまったようだ。平たく言うと、強力な怨霊。
I had been investigating a certain haunted ground for the last month. and encountered a malevolent will more powerful than anything I'd ever experienced.
現地から持ち帰ってきた呪術用の片白。これがきっと強く作用しているんだと思う。
I attributed this to the paper doll I brought back with me, of the sort commonly used in curses. No doubt a bad idea, but invaluable for research. Oh no, she took something home. Oh no. She brought a cursed item home. That's why she's...
さっきファミレスでさやかにラジオに出ないって誘われた時、私が迷ったのはこれが原因。
This is the reason I hesitated when Sayaka asked me to be on her radio show at the restaurant earlier.
霊にまつわる怪談話は霊を刺激する。
Ghost stories can actually provoke the spirits involved in them.
私の周りにつきまとっているそれがさやかに影響してしまわないかと懸念していたのだ。
I was afraid that whatever entity had latched onto me might have some negative effect on Sayaka as well.
ただこの霊は私の体調をむちゃくちゃにしてくれている以外は外に向かって影響を与えたことがないし。
Fortunately, aside from wreaking havoc on my physiology, this spirit didn't seem to be affecting those around me in any way.
私が抑え込んでやればさやかのラジオもきっと大丈夫だと思う。
If I could just keep it under control, I was certain my appearance in Sayaka's radio show would go off without a hitch.
あれ、先生。キッチン直行で水を飲みに行ったから気づかなかったけれど、リビングのソファーでキビキ先生が眠っていた。
I'd gone to the kitchen for a glass of water, and though I hadn't noticed on my way down, I saw Kibiki fast asleep on the living room sofa as I headed back.
先生、風邪ひいちゃいますよ。
You're gonna catch a cold down here, you know, Kibiki? よく眠ってる。先生、かわいい。 Oh, Kibiki, you're so cute. Don't do that.
先生、昨日徹夜だったから、きっとお昼まで寝てるな。
Kibiki had pulled an all-nighter last night, so I was pretty sure he'd sleep well into the afternoon.
よいしょ。
There we go.
暖かいでしょ、先生。
Nice
この
warm
毛布。
blanket.
いい夢見てくださいね。
Sweet dreams.
心霊調査は危険。いろんな人に深入りしないようにって忠告される。どうしてこんなことをするかというと、すべてはそう。先生のため。
Spirit research is a decidedly dangerous field. Numerous people had warned me not to get into it in too deep, so why did I do it? For Kibiki, of course.
私の調査の力を使うことで、先生の怪奇小説のお仕事がはかどるなら、先生の面白い作品がたくさん世に生み出されるなら、私は何だってできる。
If Kibiki could make progress on his occult novel through my research, if he could succeed in all his endeavors, then no price would be too high, I felt.
先生が褒めてくれるなら、私は全てを犠牲にしたっていい。
I'd happily sacrifice anything and anyone.
やっぱり先生と田口さんだけで天神小学校へは行かせられないな。危ないもの。
It's
私
definitely
も
too dangerous
ついていこう。
to send Kibiki and Taguchi to Heavenly Host by themselves. I'll have to make sure I go with them.
先生の毛布を肩までかけ直して部屋に戻る。私が学校に行く時もまだ眠っていると思うから、置き手紙をしておくことに決めた。
Tucked Kibiki in and returned to my room. Realizing he'd still be asleep when I left for school, I decided to write him a note.
先生は逆に私のことを心配して田口さんと2人だけで天神小に行くって言ってくれている。
Just as I was concerned for him, Kibiki was worried about putting me in danger as well, stating his prior intent to go to Heavenly Host to Taguchi instead.
その優しい思いやりに私は今まで2人だけだと余計危ないとは言い出せずにいたのだ。
I was so flattered by his consideration that I just didn't have the heart to lecture him about how ludicrously bad an idea that was.
先生、
Let's see.
えーっと
My dear mentor.
時刻は午前11時になりました。最新ニュースをお伝えします。
The time is now 11 in the morning. Here's the latest news of the day.
東京新宿駅東南口のエスカレーター下広場で起こった女学生死体遺棄事件につきまして、
The body of a schoolgirl was discovered in the plaza near the escalators at the southeast exit to Tokyo's Shinjuku Station. I have a thing for my throat. It's making talking hard again. It's at that size where it's just annoying now.
おはよう、ナオくん。
Good morning, Naho.
君の見つけてくれた天神町に伝わる都市伝説だが、
To talk to you about that Tenjin urban legend you found.
君に危険があってはと思うので、やはり私たちだけで。
I really think it may be a bit too dangerous to bring you along, so Taguchi and I should probably go by ourselves.
いないのか。
She's not here.
そういえば
Come to think of it,
今日は珍しく学校へ行くと言っていたか。
she says she'd be going to school today, which is rather unlike her.
相変わらず綺麗に使っているな。
Everything's in perfect order in
私の
this
書
room.
斎とは大違いだ。
Like night and day compared to my study.
机の上に書き置きがある。
A note?
先生、私先生のためなら全然動けます。
To my dear mentor, for you I'll go to any length.
天神町で行った調査のまとめを検討しますと、多分例の方法を逆打ちすることで帰って来られると思います。
Based on my findings from old Tenjin town records, I feel more confident that it is possible to return from the school using the escape plan we discussed.
例に対する耐性を持たない先生と田口さんだけでは、あの学校は危険だと思うので。
But you and Taguchi don't have the ability to resist spirits like I do. It would be far too dangerous in there for just the two of you.
今日学校から帰ったら、やはり私も一緒に篠崎幸子のおまじないを行います。
So when I get home from school today, I'll be joining you in performing the charm of Sachiko Shinozaki.
本当に成功するかどうか低めの確率ですけれど、
I don't hold out much
うま
hope
く
for
潜
such
入できれば
success.
きっといいネタゲットできますよね。
But if it works, you're seriously going to get the scoop to end all scoops.
先生のお仕事第3回も編集部が評価してくれたら、美味しいもの食べさせてね。
If I
ラ
can
ホよ
make,
り。
if I can help make lightning strike a third time for you with your editorial department, then you totally owe me dinner. No.
ありがとう、
Thank you.
ナオくん。
No. What?
だがやはり君を私の仕事のためにこれ以上危険な目に遭わせるわけにはいかないよ。
I really can't allow you to put yourself in danger like that.
逆打ちの方法は分かっている。
I know the escape
天
plan.
神小学校へは私が田口くんと2人で行ってみるから、
I'm gonna go with trusty old
君
Taguchi.
は切符を待っていてくれ。
And you're gonna wait for us here.
返事の置き手紙でも書いておくかな。
Guess I should write her a note to that effect.
おはようございますキリキ先
Good morning,
生起き
Kibiki.
ていらっしゃいますか
Kibiki, are you awake?
彼も気合十分だな。
Well, he's full of spirit today. Perfect then.
よし、行くか。
Let's not waste any more time.
午前の収録が終わってすぐに学校に来たんだけど、お昼休みの時間になっちゃった。
I
案
went
の
to
定
school.
クラスにはなほちゃんの姿はなかった。
I went to school as soon as I finished my morning recording session, but by then it was already lunchtime, and Naho had skipped class as usual.
でも私は知ってるんだ。普段仕事でめったに出てこないあの子がクラスメートの喧騒を避けて昼休みにいつもいる場所を。
Work may have kept her out of school most of the time, but when she did come, there was one spot she always chose for lunch.
なぜかってそれは私もいつも同じ場所に行くから。
She liked to get away from the noisy classrooms to keep peace, and I knew this because, well, I did too. This wasn't just her spot, but mine as well.
先生に見つかったら怒られそうだけど。
She'd probably get in trouble if the teacher ever found us there, though.
扉の鍵が壊れてて屋上に出れちゃうんだよね。
The lock on the door leading to the school roof just happened to be broken.
気持
So,
ちいいな日差し
what a nice breeze, and that sunlight too, absolutely magical.
校舎と校舎の間に転落防止用のフェンスがある。あんまり高くないから余裕で越えられちゃうのよね。
There's a fence between buildings to prevent students from falling. But it wasn't very high, so getting over it was a fairly simple task.
よし
Okay. Where's my, bub? What?
突風にも負けず余裕で乗り越える。
I crossed the
下を
gap.
見るとちょっと怖いけど、ここを越えるといい日陰の場所があるのよね。
Mindful of any stray gust of wind. The best the best shade was on that side, so as long as I didn't look down, it was well worth the effort.
あ、いたいた。
And there she is. No.
その場所にやっぱりなおちゃんはいた。
As expected, she was nestled right into her usual spot.
お昼休みの学校の屋上で紙パックを加えて読書にふける女子高生。
The sight was positively picturesque. High school girl tucked away in a school roof and was buried in a book with a nondescript paper dust jacket.
この子がやると何でも絵になるな。
Why you wear spats, yeah. That's why you could just paint any moment of this girl's life and it would make a fine portrait.
はやはういさやか、オスオス。昨日結構遅くなったけど大丈夫だった？いえ。
Hey there, sorry to have kept you out so late last night. Hope your family wasn't mad at you or anything. Okay, I can move myself back. Boop, boop.
大丈夫。怒られなかったぜ。
No problem at all. They were A-okay with it.
おお、手なずけてるね、親。
Seems you've trained them well.
口悪じゃあ、昨日借りた先生の作品、すごいんだけど。
What is you flying? So hey, that book from Mr. Kibiki you lent me yesterday. Freaking awesome!
でしょ、引っ張られるでしょ。
Right? You just totally suck you in.
最初の殺人現場、森林描写のまくしたてとか大好き。気が狂ってるよね、あの主人公。
All of it goes on and on with the psychological description of the first murder scene. That protagonist is totally nutso.
現場の移動中に読み始めちゃったからテンション上げ直すの大変だったけどね。
Wish
続
I'd,
き読むの楽しみだよ。
I wish I'd been reading it in bits and pieces during my work commute though. Kinda took away from the tension, but I can't wait to read more.
読んでみて読んでみて。
Just
あ、
keep
そう
at
だ
it.
昨日借りたトゥインクルの CD もやばかった。
It's gonna blow your mind. Oh yeah, that Twinkle CD you let me to die for, seriously.
本当？よかった。ライブの曲いっぱい入ってたでしょ。ト
Let's
ゥインクル
reckon.
はね、PV がまたいい
Going,
の
don't
よ。
I bet you recognize a bunch of those songs from the concert, right? You should check out some of the music videos sometime too.
携帯に入ってるかな？入ってないや。今度見せるよ。
Maybe I've got one on my phone that I can show you now? No, guess not. Guess I'll give you a rain check on that.
歌ってみたやったらウケるかな。
I wonder if there are any good fan-made ones.
いいね。超見るよ私も。
If there are, I totally want to see.
なった。
Bill?
もう1時か。
What already?
じゃあ私またちょっと打ち合わせに行ってくるわ。
I've got an appointment I can't miss, I'm afraid.
なほた、今日放課後収録よろしくね。
Guess I'll
5
see you
時
after
半
school
に
for
東
recording.
新宿だから
They're
4 時
5:30
に
East,
校門前待ち合わせでいいかな。
5:30 in East Shinjuku, so we should probably meet at 4 behind the school gate.
オッケー、ナイス校門。
I said behind the gate.
そこ繰り返さなくていいよ。
Really, what are you, 5?
なほちゃんは相変わらずのテンションだ。今日の収録もきっと楽しくなるぞ。
No, as cool as a cucumber, just like always. Today's recording was sure to be a blast.
しつこいな。
This one's persistent, I'll give her that.
滑血？
Blood, really?
嘘でしょ。まさかこの呪い細胞にまで影響を与える類じゃ。
Is this curse honestly affecting me all the way down to the cellular level?
いつまでつきまとう気なの？
Seriously, how long are you planning on haunting me?
皆さんこんばんは。大上さやかのラブプレイバー、今夜も始まりましたよ。
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's installment of Psycho Always Love Braver. The night don't start till I pour out my heart.
張り切っていきましょう。そう今日はね、私学校に行ったの。友達に会いに。
So let's get pouring, shall we? My throat. You'll never guess why I went today. I went to school. I met to meet up with a friend, actually.
久しぶりにリラックスできたよ。めっちゃ喋ってきた。めっちゃ喋った。
It was the first time in a while I could just kick back and relax. We talk like forever. Forever, whoops.
あ、勉強もしに。
Of course.
うん。
The real reason I went was to learn stuff in junk, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
なんかスタッフが受けてる。なんで？
They're laughing at me in the control booth. What's going on in there, fellas, huh?
大上が学校に行く絵が面白い？
The thought of Miss Owe actually going to school is hilarious.
いや、行くよ。行くだろ。私だってみんなと同じ高校生なんだから。
I go to school, I do. I'm a high school student just like everybody else my age.
笑うな。
Don't laugh.
ケミコ。クスクス笑いもやめろ。気を使うな。
Trying to say I'm too old, too cool for school. Seriously, stop it. You can give me a complex.
おかしいな。学校っていいねって言いたかったのに、どうしてこうなった？
Some days you just can't win, you know? All I wanted to do was say how great school is. And look what happened. I'm a laughing stock.
まあいいや。では、今夜も30分、じっくりお付き合いください。
I'm glad you guys are having fun at least. Let's enjoy our half hour together tonight to the fullest. Braver!
さやかのパーソナリティぶりはさすがだった。プロの仕事を目の当たりにすると、私の気も引き締まる。
Saika's on-air personality was incredible. I was absolutely listening to a pro at work, and she had me hooked from the moment the show began.
はい、前慣れいただきました。
That's the intro.
どうぞブースへ。
Sainoki, please head into the booth.
はい、
On my way.
ゲストの私が招かれる。収録ブースに入ると、さやかがマイクの向かいに座って手を振っていた。
It's my turn now as guest speaker. When I entered the recording booth, Saika sat facing a mic and waved me over. Hey, your girlfriend.
手を振るさやかに笑顔を返して、用意されたマイクの前の椅子に座ろうとした。が、なんだろう。違和感を感じる。
Uh-oh. Haunted radio show incoming. I returned Saika's cheery smile and sat myself in front of the guest mic that had been prepared for me. But something felt wrong. Very, very wrong. Uh-oh. Oh shit! Sachiko! What are you doing in here? You weren't invited to this radio show. Oh no.
どうしたの？
What's the matter?
なんでもないよ。フラフラしちゃった。
It's nothing. I just felt dizzy for a second.
カメラもあるから、可愛い顔で行こうぜ。
Well, the camera's on you now, so wear your cutest face, okay?
了解。キリ。
That.
この子、篠崎家の調査資料にあった篠崎の一人娘、幸子だ。
This
最
child
近付きまとっていたのはこの子だったのね。
was the daughter mentioned in my research on the Shinozaki family. This was Sachiko. She was the one who'd attached herself to me.
幸子の目は真っ黒で、黒目がどこにあるかわからない。微動だにしないが、息を殺してこちらを見ているのが伝わってくる。
Her eyes were black and hollow, with no discernible pupils at all. She sat utterly motionless, but I knew she was watching me, waiting, biding her time.
体中の毛が逆立ち、頭に血、
My hands
喉
stood
に
on
胃液
end.
が逆流し始める。
Blood
やは
rushed to my
り
head.
篠崎家の呪いは強すぎる。
Bile
私の
surged to my
力じゃ
throat.
コントロールできない。
The Shinozaki curse was far too powerful. I couldn't suppress it.
さやかは見えていないんだ。いけない。収録機器に影響が出ないようにしなくては。
It was clear Saika couldn't see her. This was bad. I had to be careful not to let Sachiko interfere with the recording.
では回します。企画お便りから。
Okay, we're back. Start with the listener mail.
さて皆さんお待ちかね。今週のやってみたコーナーは
Alright, folks, it's the moment you've all been waiting for. The topic of this week's Try to Do a Thing workshop is...
変えていいですかさダメ
Can I go home now, please?
もう
What do you mean no? Come on, be a sport.
仕方ないな。
I guess there's
今週
nothing
は
you can
そ
do
う
about
階段や
it.
ってみたです。うや
This week's scary topic is, that's right, try to tell a scary story. Yikes.
ああ、もうやだって言ったのに。なんでみんないっぱいメール送ってくんの。過去最高くらい来てるんだけど。
Told you all I didn't want to do this one, so why did you guys send in so many responses? We actually received a record amount.
それでね、こんなの私一人じゃやってらんないので、今日はゲストの方をお招きしております。おお。
Far too many to talk about myself, so I've invited a guest to help me out.
スタッフ拍手早いよ。さて、ゲストは誰なんでしょうか。
You don't want any applause
みんな
yet?
もう分かってるかな。
I haven't even said who it is. Or has everyone already guessed? Because it's totally who you think it is.
作家にして心霊調査のプロフェッショナル、美人であり頭脳明晰、女子高生霊能作家の佐榎木奈穂さん。
The pro with the know-how, spirit investigator extraordinaire, as beautiful as she is brainy. It's high school paranormalist Naho Sayanoki.
イエーイ、奈穂ちゃん。
こんにちは。
Good evening.
来てくれてありがとう。
Thanks so much for coming.
いえ、お招きいただき光栄です。
Thank you. It's an honor to have been invited.
おお、どうですこの佇まい。しっとりしてて素敵でしょ。
How about that, everyone? So mellow, so modest. Isn't she just the bee's knees?
奈穂たんはね、私とは実は学校が一緒でクラスも一緒でね。
No, and I actually go to the same school. We're even in the same class, isn't that right?
よく遊んでる仲良しなんだけど、もうね、それを知ってる方から前々から来ていたんですよ。
We hang out
な
a
ほ
lot,
た
in
んゲス
fact.
トまだーって。
So you clearly knew that and have been outright demanding that Naho make a guest appearance for quite some time now.
叶えてやったよ。喜んでね。
Well, he wishes my command. My pleasure, in fact.
まあね、一番喜んでるのは私だったりするんだけど、
I think I may be even more thrilled to have her here than you guys.
今回は怪談特集ということで、専門家のコメントをいただければと思ってます。
Given today's theme,
先に悪霊に向かってガツンと言ってやってください。
Naho seemed the perfect guest, so care to get us started with some choice words for any evil spirits that may be listening?
常世の狭間で震えなさい。七つの星のもとに。
Tremble on the border between this life and the next, under my 7 stars.
決め台詞来た
That's what I'm talking
ー。
about!
テンション上がってきたよ
Those ghosts have got to be shivering in their ethereal booties after hearing something like that.
ー。では早速お便りを読んでいきましょう。東京都 M 市のラジオネーム、凪純平さんからの怖い話。
So let's get right to the listener letters, shall we? Here's a scary story from one Junpei Nagi of M City in Tokyo.
経験上、今までほとんどの霊障はこちらの条霊力で少しずつ引いていくものだったけれど、この霊に関しては逆のようだ。
In my experience, adverse spiritual manifestations from my research had always been easy enough to keep at bay with my powers. But this one was different.
白昼にこんなにはっきりと見えるほどのエネルギーなんて初めてだ。
For this energy to be completely visible in broad daylight, I'd never seen anything like it.
いけない。
This is bad.
頭が割れそう。
My head was splitting.
カメラ回ってるし、血は出さないようにしないと。
Cam was rolling, so to speak, so I had to at least keep myself from coughing up blood again.
なほちゃんがスカートをキュッと握ってる。あれあれ、意外と緊張する子なのかな。
Now I was grabbing her skirt lightly with both hands, muscles completely rigid. My. Was she actually getting nervous? I would like her.
と、むしろ可愛く思えた私は、そのままリードする形で収録を進めた。
Kinda grinned internally a bit at the sight of Naho acting all girly and scared. It was adorable. Adorable? Adorable! As I like to say, but I still had a show to host. Cringe. Psycho is still cringe, even now.
ドドーン。なんと、襖を開けるとそこには
I stood up at the door. There before me I saw
とろりとこちらを見据える二つの目があったのです。
a pair of eyes staring intently right into my very soul. Super freaky.
どうですか、なほさん。
How
こ
about
れ
it
作り
now?
話ですよね。
This has got to be
京都
fake,
の
right?
水野さん、
Mr. Mizuno
ご
of
冗
Kyoto
談
was just
を。
pulling your leg, right?
そうですね。
Maybe.
これだけの事例証拠では真偽の断定は難しいと思います。
With only this evidence to go on. It's hard to judge the authenticity of the claim.
ということは冗談ではなく、
So
やっ
just
ぱり水野
saying
さんの言うことは
this
って可能性
actually be real?
ありますね。
That is a possibility, yes.
いやーてかね、実はもっと恐ろしいことに気づいてるの。
Actually, I've noticed something even more frightening since this segment began.
なほちゃんがね、さっきからなんかチラチラ部屋の隅を気にしてるのよね。
Your focus keeps drifting over to the corner of the booth. Uh-oh.
と
Well,
いるのまさか
so tell me,
ブースにいるの。私となほたんの2人だと思ってたけど、ま
is
さ
somebody
か
there?
3人。
Is that
やめて
I'm getting chills? Do we have another guest with us today? An uninvited one? Please say no!
ああ、いえ、
No.
大丈夫ですよ。
We're fine.
盛り上げるためにテンションを上げながら、なほちゃんの気づかれたって表情を見ているうちに、私はだんだん怖くなってきていた。
Seemed a perfect twist to up the tension of the segment, but the look on Naha's face suggested I may have been onto something, which is terrifying.
そう、なほちゃんが本物の霊の世界に精通してることは100も承知のつもりだった。
Her guest spot on this show may have just been fun and games, but I knew Naha was about as well versed in spiritual matters as they come.
けれど、どこか絵空事というか、自分の住む世界と違うからって真剣に理解しようとしていなかったことに、今更ながら気づいたのだ。
This gave her a great deal of confidence, but unbeknownst to me, that confidence was beginning to unravel all around her.
気づいた時にはすでに
She was in way over her head.
遅かったんだけれど。
By the time she would come to realize this, it would be too late. And not just for her.
お疲れ様です。ラストいただきました。
Great work, everyone. That's a wrap. The recording ended without incident, as far as anybody knew. Sayaka tossed a piece of chocolate into her mouth that she seemed to have brought with her. She was as casual and relaxed as can be.
さっき何か見えてたんじゃない？
Out with it! Did you see something in the booth or not?
見てないよ。
I didn't see anything.
ちらっと収録ブースに目を流す。もう先ほどの幸子の霊は消えていた。
I glanced back into the recording booth. Sachiko's spirit had disappeared a little while ago.
私は何事もなかったように、さやかの話題を別の方へ誘導する。
I felt it was best to act as if nothing had happened, and successfully managed to steer the topic of conversation elsewhere until...
あれ
What the?
あ
どうしたの？
What's wrong?
誰か収録中喋りました？
Was someone talking out here during the recording?
収録中に喋るわけないじゃん。
No way any of us... No way would any of us make a rookie mistake like that.
集音ブースに聞こえるわけもないし。
You wouldn't be able to hear us from inside the booth anyway.
なんか声かな。
Something on
ボ
tape
ソボソ
though.
聞こえるんです。
Sounds like a voice to me. Uh-oh.
どこどこ？
Where?
ここです。このやりとりのところ。
Doing this exchange. Uh-oh.
京都府の水野さん。ご冗談を。
Mr. Mizuno of Kyoto is just pulling your leg, right?
そうですね。
Maybe.
これだけの事例証拠では、
But with only this evidence to go on,
2人の声しか聞こえないね。
I'm only hearing those two.
聞こえませんか？
You don't hear a third voice?
京都府の水野さん。ご冗談を。
そうですね。これだけの事例証拠では、
Oh, I heard it.
ここです。さえのきさんのそうですねの後です。
Right there, after Miss Sayanoki says he may be.
ご冗談を。
そうですね。これだけの事例証拠では、
There we go.
ご冗談を。
そうですね。これだけの事例証拠では、
これ見えてるって言ってるんじゃない？
There's a voice saying, I'm watching you, right?
そうですね。これだ
Miyate. What? Sachiko sees you. Sachiko do a little trolling.
嘘でしょ？
You gotta be kidding me.
乗っちゃったよ。
It's in the recording for sure. Sachiko trolling the radio show.
やだ。
It's so creepy.
マジっすか。
It's for real.
本物？
An actual EVP?
おい、どうした？
What's going on?
おいおい、なんだおい、
What's
しっ
the
かりし
matter?
ろ。
Pull yourself together.
突然スタッフの一人が首を押さえてのた打ち始めた。チアノーゼのように顔を真っ赤にし、口から泡を吐いて呼吸不全に陥っているような症状だ。
Suddenly, the director began to clutch at his throat and thrash around. His face was bright red and his mouth frothed over as he struggled to breathe.
おい、体を押さえろ。物が
Hold
倒
him
れてきた
down.
ら危ない。
He's gonna knock everything over and hurt himself.
はい。
Yes, sir. Is
収まったか。
it over?
なんなの？何かの発作？
What was that? Some kind of seizure?
おい、
Crap.
息してないぞ。
He's not breathing.
おい、救急車呼べ、早く。蘇
Oh,
生措
let's
置。
quickly. He's CPR.
はい。
And then Sachiko had to take away someone from the booth, of course.
し
she
っかり
did.
しろ、おい。
Come on, keep it together, man.
なんなのこれ？
What the hell's going on?
ゲスト返せ。今日はバラシだ。
So the guest home we're done.
さやかの顔から笑顔が消えて怯えた表情になっていた。 これは明らかに霊障だ。
Had been replaced by a thin mouth and a cold sweat. There was no doubt about it. This was the influence of that spirit.
霊界に接触したことのない人たちにとっては大きなショックだろう。
And it must have been absolutely
私は
terrifying for her
ラジ
coworker
オ出演を安請け合いしたことを後悔した。
who had never had contact with the spirit world before. I regretted appearing on the program.
ごめん、私
Sorry.
やっぱり出るべきじゃなかった。
Guess I shouldn't have come.
うん、いいのよ。気にしないで。
Don't be silly. You did great.
スタッフに搬送先の病院で息を吹き返したみたいだし。
They managed to resuscitate the director too at the hospital.
番組的にはおかしなのは音声だけだからカットで放送できるし、例の声が乗ったことに限ってはエピソードとしては美味しいから逆にラッキーだよ。
And we can cut out the voice for the broadcast, but honestly, I say we leave it. I mean, it's kind of a lucky break when you think about it. Sachiko caught live on radio.
本当にお仕事手伝ってくれて感謝してるよ。
Really grateful for your help today.
私もきっと恩返しするから、私に何かできることがあったら言ってね。
I owe you one.
キルフェノンは来週早速行こうぜ。
So if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know. Oh, and as for Pifei Non, how's next week sound?
帰り道、やっとナホちゃんが笑ってくれた。
On the way home, Naho finally
Yo,
smiled. Glad to see she's still at it dinner.
私が元気出さなきゃ何も悪くないナホちゃんを傷つけるんだから。
I need to put on a happy face myself too. I was afraid if I seemed too gloomy, it would bring Naho down, and she hadn't done anything wrong.
感謝の気持ちでテンション上げてかなきゃね。
I had to let her know how grateful I was and try to bring up the spirits back up.
家が近くに見えてきたところで、私はコンビニに寄りたかったので、ナホちゃんの家まで行かずに夜道の角で別れた。
The two of us parted ways on a corner near our houses, as we need to stop in a convenience store for some groceries.
またね、今日はありがとう。
See you later, thanks again.
おやすみ。
Good night.
ここまで強く粘着質の霊障は初めてだった。
Never before felt such a strong, persistent spiritual presence.
私の体に潜在する霊力をもってすれば大抵の霊は近寄ることすらできずに散っていたのに。
Had a considerable amount of power within me, and usually it was more than enough to disperse any malicious wills that dared draw near.
さっきも下手するとスタッフやさやかが呪い殺されてしまうところだった。
But even with all my concentration, I'd still put Saiko and her co-workers in grave danger. They easily could have been killed by the curse.
やっぱり響先生の身の安全を考えると篠崎家については調査自体を中止すべきだ。
For the sake of dear Kibiki's safety, we really should have put the kibosh on our entire investigation into the Shinozaki family line a lot sooner.
私は改めて決意を固めた。
But it
天神小学校の調査からは手を引こう。
But it wasn't too late to call it off as far as I knew. I was going to pull out from the Heavenly Host Elementary case altogether. I made up my mind.
明日にでもきちんと古法にのっとった除霊祈祷を受けてこようかな。
I should probably undergo a traditional spirit exorcism as soon as possible. Exercises
あ
Sachiko.
れ、時間は夜の9時半過ぎ。
It was past
す
9:30.
でに辺りは真っ暗だ。なのに家の中に明かりがついていない。
So it had been dark out for hours already. Yet there wasn't a single light on in Kibiki's house.
先生、
人の気配が全くない。
No signs of life.
家の中が普段より広く感じる。
Somehow the whole house felt larger and emptier than ever before.
先生、
Just as you were about to pull out.
先生、寝ているのですか？
Are you sleeping?
先生の書斎を除くがいない。部屋を一通り回ってもやっぱりどこにもいなかった。
I peeked into his study, but he wasn't there. Nor was he anywhere else. The house was deserted.
先生の仕事の打ち合わせは不定期だから私が帰宅した時に家にいないことはいくらでもある。
Now, Kibiki's meetings for work were always held at irregular times, so this wasn't unprecedented or anything.
だけど今日はなんだか空気が違う。
The
まる
atmosphere
で
inside just felt
初め
different
から誰も住んでいなかったような
somehow.
冷たい静寂が包んでいるのだ。
There was this peculiar silence, as if no one had ever lived here in the first place.
見えてるよ。
I'm watching you.
違和感を感じる。誰かが私のことを見ている。
Something just seemed very,
嘲
very
笑
wrong.
うような意識。
It was like someone was watching me, sneering at me.
私の部屋の机の上に書き置きを見つけた。
Finally,
先生の字だ。
found a note on my desk, not the one I'd left for Kibiki this morning, but a response written in his familiar scrawl.
ナホ君へ
Dear Naho,
優しい気遣いありがと
thank you for your concern.
う。そんな君を私の仕事のためにこれ以上危険な目に遭わせるわけにはやはりいかない。
I couldn't live by myself if I exposed you to any more danger on my behalf, however.
田口君と二人で天神小学校へ行ってくるよ。帰る方法、逆打ちの方法は分かっている。必ず無事に戻ってくる。
Taguchi and I have gone to Heavenly Host Elementary. We've noted the way back, so please don't worry. We'll return safe and sound.
この仕事を成功させたら
And if
美
we're
味しいものを
successful,
食べに行こう。
let's all go out for a nice meal together, okay? 'Meanwhile, Sayaka's side of things.
あれ？ため息をついてふっと我に返る。時計を見るといつの間にか10時を回っていた。
With a sigh and a mumble, I snapped back to reality. Glancing at the clock, I marveled at the fact that it was already past 10.
帰ってきてから30分ぼーっとしていたんだ。びっくり。
I've been in a daze for half an hour since getting home. Crazy. Goodness. What a day.
なんだろう。肩が重い気がする。
My shoulders feel like they've got lead weights on them.
まさかね。
I couldn't have brought it back with me, right?
気のせい気のせい。
No,
と
there's no way.
勉強机から立ち上がる。
I stood up from my desk.
制服のままだからリラックスできないんだよね。
The problem was the uniform.
着替えよう。
I couldn't really relax in it. I should know better. I just needed to change.
うん。着替えよう。
Sounds good.
そうしよう。
I feel better once I get out of this uniform.
見えてるよ。
I can see you. Sachiko's here too. Sachiko, do a little trolling.
やめてよ。誰かいるの。
Somebody there?
もう。一人で騒いでバカみたい。誰もいないに決まってるのに。怖いことなんてない。
I was
気のせい。
I was glad no one had seen me talk to thin air like that. There was nobody else around, of course. Nothing to be afraid of. It was just my imagination.
私は気分を変えるために再び着替えることにした。
Really, really needed to get out of my uniform. So once again, I started changing when...
窓の外で 表の道を誰かが叫びながら走ってくる声が聞こえた。
Definitely not my imagination this time. There was somebody screaming outside my window, running toward my house. Okay, so apparently we have to stay in school uniform.
泣きそうになりながら私はそっとカーテンの端を開け
Seriously felt
窓か
like
ら外を見てみた。
I was gonna break down.
あれは
Maybe I already had. Opening the curtain slowly, I peered outside to see who it was.
ナホちゃん。
Is that Naho?
2階からだから顔はよく見えなかったけど、
I couldn't see her face
泣いてる
clearly.
様子で髪を振り乱して走ってき
Being
た
on
ナ
the
ホちゃ
second
んは
floor and all.
私の家の前で止まった。
But that was Naho, alright. She was crying like a mad woman. She looked awful.
どうしちゃったのナホちゃん。
What's wrong, Naho?
ナホちゃん。さやか、先生が行っちゃった。先生が。
Kibiki crossed over.
落ち着いてナホちゃん。どうしたの？
Calm down, Naho.
キビキ先生のこと。どうしよ
Tell me what happened. Where is Mr. Kibiki?
う、どうしよ
I don't know what to
う。
do.
私のせいだよ。先生、
It's all
死んじ
my
ゃった
fault.
りしたら。
If Kibiki were to die in there.
こんなに取り乱したこの子は初めて見た。
This is the first time I'd ever
私はゆっくり
seen
と
her so
話しかけて、
incoherent.
ナホちゃんの気持ちを鎮めようとした。
I spoke slowly and gently, trying my best to calm her down.
ナホちゃん、教えて。
Please,
力にならせて。
just tell me what happened. Let me
何があっ
help you.
たの？
Start at the beginning.
とにかく家に来てほしいの。
I want you to come back with me right now.
お願い。
Please, I'm begging you.
目に涙をいっぱい溜めて懇願するナホちゃんに、きっと差し迫った理由があるんだと思った私は、
Tears were streaming down her face. This was a side of Naho I never even imagined could exist. There had to be a reason she was so desperate.
とにかく言う通りにしてあげようと、キビキ先生の家へついていくことにした。
I agreed to follow her back to Kibiki's house, if only out of concern for her well-being.
幸せの幸子さん、
Satiko ever after.
このおまじないを行うと、この世ではない時間を超えた異空間に幽閉されている呪われた学校、天神小学校に行けるの。
Those who perform this ritual can cross over to Heavenly Host Elementary, a cursed school sealed outside our world, outside time and space.
このところ私の周りにも影響を与えている
Look is a
強い
powerful
力を
energy,
持った霊磁場だから調査もやめようと思ったんだけど、
and the effect it's had on me thus far has been disturbing enough that I've decided to abandon my investigation.
私のことを心配して先生が私を置いて田口さんと2人だけで行っちゃったの。
But before I could convey that to Kibiki, he crossed over without me, taking only Taguchi for backup.
お願いさやか、
So please,
先生
Saika.
を助けるために私と一緒に天神小学校へ行ってくれない？
So please, Saika, you're my only hope at this point. Will you come with me to Heavenly Host so I can rescue Kibiki?
何のことだかさっぱりわからない。
I didn't really get any of
天神小学校
what she was saying. Heavenly Host
呪われ
Elementary?
てるの？
Cursed school?
助けに行く？救助が必要になるような場所なの？
What is this is all to rescue Kibiki? What was in there exactly that he needed rescuing from?
わからないままに危険な世界に引き込まれようとしていることはなんとなく理解できる。
The one thing I did understand
即答することができなかった。
was that I'd be accompanying Naho to some unsafe, unfamiliar spirit world. I couldn't just casually agree to go with her.
でも
So,
それって危険なんでしょ？
this place I'll be going with you.
私
It's dangerous, son.
怖いよ。
It's scary easily, you know.
お願い、一人じゃこのおまじないは行えないの。こんなことさやかにしか頼めないし。
Can't perform the ritual by myself. You're the only person I can count on.
絶対私がさやかを守るか
I swear I'll protect you no matter what.
ら。顔をくしゃくしゃにして必死に懇願するなほちゃん。
Her face was the most disheveled I'd ever seen it, and she was practically begging.
いつもクールで私の前では猫みたいに可愛くて、
Two sides to this girl.
この子がこんな顔するなんて。
A cool and collected professional persona and her cat to my master. But this panic desperation fit neither of them.
私は収録後の帰り道、そこで言った自分の言葉を思い出した。
The words I'd spoken to her following our recording session suddenly popped into my head.
私もきっと恩返しするから何かあったら言ってね。
I owe you one. So if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know.
涙混じりのなほちゃんの顔を見て、私はしばらく黙って決意した。
I took one more look at Naho's tear-stained face and just knew I couldn't turn away from her in this time of need.
ナホタ、本当に私
Naho,
守ってくれる？
do you really promise to protect me?
ナホちゃんの顔に花が咲くようにパッと希望の光が差す。それを見て私はさらに決意を強くする。
Ray of hope lit up Naho's face like a flower in bloom, and I knew I'd made the right decision.
分かった。
Alright,
じゃあ
I'm in.
行こう。協力するよ。
What a friend's for after all.
さやかありがとう。
Thank you.
さやかこの子を泣かせちゃいけない。
It's just kind of bad to see her cry like that.
一番可愛い子なんだから。
A face as cute as hers deserves to wear a smile at all times.
どこかに出かけるんだよね。じゃあその前にちょっと家に戻って準備してきていい？
I'll be out for a while, alright? Do you mind if I run home first and take care of some things before we go? Okay. Let me wait for you here. But naked.
風邪ひくから服は着ててね。
Not a good
す
idea.
ぐ戻るよ。
You'll catch your death of cold. Anyway, I'll be right back.
こうなったら仕方がない。
As long as Kibiki's over there.
先生のためだ。どうせならサンプルは多いほどいい。
The larger the sample size for his research, the better. This is for you, man.
篠崎の家。
Shinozaki Estate. We don't need that place anymore.
私に呪いを拡散する手先になれというのなら乗ってやる。堂々と乗り込んでやる。私が負けるわけがない。
If he's going to leave me here to spread the curse for him, then fine. That's just what I'll do. No hesitation, no backing down.
ブログを更新しておこう。新しいエントリー。
My blog should do nice.
友達との絆を一生のものに。新しいおまじないをご紹介。
Let's see.
幸せ。
In this world, there's nothing worse than parting ways with a dear friend. Some may say it's sweet sorrow.
幸せの幸子さん。いっぱい引っかかるよ。
Almost forgot the subject line. Sachiko and the ever after night. No, how about Sachiko ever after? Perfect. Here's hoping for lots of hits.
お母さん行ってきます。
Heading out, Mom.
心配させたくなくって。お母さんには今からまた収録があるからって伝えて家を出ることにした。
Not wanting to worry her, I told her a little white lie, suggesting I had another recording session tonight.
このところ連日夜遅くに外出してたからかな。
I've been going to late sessions particularly
心配して声をかけてくれた。
practically every night for a while now, so it seemed the perfect excuse, and sure enough, she bought it.
さやか頑張ってるわね。
Certainly are hard worker, Sayaka.
はい忙しい時こそ栄養補給
Just make sure you keep your energy up
脳に
out
糖
there.
分を入れなさい。
Don't get so busy you let your blood sugar drop. Here.
お母さんは小さなチョコを一つ手渡してくれた。
She handed me a small piece of emergency chocolate.
いつもくれる大きな応援と心遣い。
This is like a tradition with her.
私は涙が出そうになった。
She'd always given me one when I left to show her support.
きっと今から向かう場所が本当は怖かったからだと思う。
It always reminded me that I was loved. This one in particular was bringing tears to my eyes. I must have been more scared than I thought.
なるべく早く戻るからありがとう。
I'll be home as soon as I can. Thank you.
いっ
Thanks.
てらっしゃい。
Knock him dead, sweetie. Chocolate lore.
幸子さんお願いします。幸子さんお願いします。
Sachiko. We beg of you, Sachiko, we beg of you.
心の中で2回唱えられた？
You said twice, right, in your head?
うん。
Yep.
じゃあこれを引きちぎるの。
And it's time to pull this
指が
thing
離れ
apart.
ないように爪を使ってね。
Make sure you use your nails and don't let go.
わかった。
Got it.
1、2の3。
2, 3.
信じられないことが起こった。
Something
ナホちゃんに
impossible
言
was
われる
happening.
ままにおまじないを実行すると急に床が割れて大きな穴が口を開けた。
We performed the ritual just as Naho instructed, and then the floor just split open and swallowed us whole.
幻覚だったのか現実だったのか。
This is a dream?
堕落へ落下するようなリアルな感覚は
Sure felt
私
real
の
though.
体にしっかり刻まれている。
I felt like I was being dragged into hell.
やがて目の前が真っ白になり そのまま私は意識を失ってしまったようだ。
My vision quickly went bright white and my consciousness seemed to fade to black.
そして
And then?
口の中に埃のような砂のようなものがいっぱい詰まっているのに気づき、私はむせながら飛び起きた。
I felt dust or sand filling my mouth and I sprang to my feet, choking.
何ここどこ？
What is this? Where am I?
なほちゃんは寒く暗い部屋、
I was in a cold, dark room.
ジメジメしていて洞窟の中のようだった。
It was damp and clammy.
ここがなほちゃんの言っていた天神小学校。
Felt very much like a cave. Was this the Heavenly Host Elementary Naho was telling me about?
なほちゃん、なほちゃん。心細さにとらわれていて、声を張り上げたのにか細い声しか出なかった。辺りを見回してもなほちゃんはいない。
Racked with
返
apprehension.
事も聞こえない。
I tried raising my voice, but barely had one to raise. I looked around but didn't see Naho anywhere. There was no response.
嘘でしょ。
Real. Can it?
すぐにでも帰りたくなった。
I wanted to go
こ
home.
れなし、
To forget this
な
place
かったことに
existed.
する。帰る。
Then I realized.
でもそういえば帰る方法は聞いてない。
I never asked Naho to cross back over. Without her, I was stuck here.
とにかくなほちゃんを探そう。きっ
That
と
was my
この
top
場所の
priority
どこ
then.
かにいる。
Absolutely had to find Naho.
なほちゃんもここに飛ばされた後、まさか離れ離れになってしまうとは想定していなかったのかも。
I'm sure she hadn't accounted for the possibility that we'd wind up in different spots once we got here.
とにかく出会えればきっとなんとかなるよ。
But as long as I could track her down soon, I knew everything would work out.
私は恐る恐る暗い通路を歩き始めた。
I stepped forward slowly and carefully and took a closer look at my surroundings. Bomb shelter jam. Buckets. No, there are buckets in here. It's over. It's already over. No. This is not good. This is... We're doomed. Look at all these buckets I keep finding. I don't think there's anything of note in here then. Spawn camp by Bucket Shen, of course. It's called the storehouse. Oh, there's no moving around the camera. Okay. The wall?
何？
What the? It's crumbling. That was close.
通れなくなっちゃった。
I can't get through.
助けて、お母
Mommy, save me. Path here is completely blocked with rubble. There's no way through. I like the tunnel jam. It's a good jam.
Nani? さん。
Bomb
助けて、どうか。
shelter jam.
お母さん。
It's called the storehouse. Oh, there's no moving around the camera. Okay.
何？
It's
助けて。
called the storehouse. Bird in the basket. When? Well, when will he come out? Will it be in the evening of dawn? The crane and the turtle have fallen. So who is it that stands behind me? Oh no, it's getting louder. Am I hearing this? Things? It's a child's voice, isn't it? This really is an elementary school after all. Get on my head! Look, wall. Wall. Lights flickered. I swear I saw something up on the path ahead. Hopefully just my eyes playing tricks on me, please. Is somebody there? Hi. Oh no, no, look what he did. 23%. Holy shit. That guy just threw 20% at us. Wow. The screen's just covered in blood vision already. Just because of that motherfucker. We got mega spooked. That's so rude. The door is sealed firmly shut. There's no way to open it. Is this bathroom? I'm in like a cave and there's a bathroom here? No matter how I looked at it, nothing about this place seemed like an elementary school in any way. But there were lights on the ceiling and support beams to prevent cave-ins, so it certainly wasn't a naturally formed cavern either. I mean, there was even indoor plumbing down here. No, thank you. I actually did have to go, but there's a limit to how dirty and disgusting a bathroom stall can get before I just refuse to close myself in there. Guess I just have to hold it. There are skeletal remains here. It's a small child. Maybe she was hiding? There's a name tag attached to her jacket. Renaissance Elementary School. Mina Nishio. Nick, trapped indoor while trying to leave school building, died slowly over 5 hours' time. Oh. Oh. Terrible fate, yeah. Why? Save me. I could hear the voices of children who seemed to be in pain or distress.
もうやめて。どうして
Stop it.
どうして
Poor Sai. Listening to this shit. Whoa. It's a half-decomposed body. Based on the uniform, this was almost certainly a female student, but age is much harder to determine. Her name tag identifies her as senior high though. That's because of prefectural high school. Tamami Isamura. Eternally 17 years old, learned how to use magic. Real magic? Real magic? Hold on, my nose is being annoying. Yeah. Magic is real. Yeah. Yeah. The door is thoroughly sealed. There's no way to get inside. Yes. Do you want to go in the death room? It's locked up tight. There's a dead end there and a bunch of okay. Body pool as well. Oh jeez. %. Poor girl. Jeez. Stop it. I could hear children calling for me, hiding and goading me to find them. Stop it. I found one. There's a recently deceased corpse here. Based on uniform and various accessories adorning the body, this would appear to have been a female junior or senior high school student. Her student ID name tag is still fully visible. Karasuyama High School. Shihoko Osaki. Cranium bashed in with blunt objects. I could hear the voices of children playing. Stop it. Stop it. No more! You may proceed, you may proceed. What narrow path is this? It is the path of the heavenly host. What is this place? Where even am I? 37%. The amount of psychic damage she's taking is just... she's taking so much psychic damage here. I could hear children laughing. Among the voices, I heard the sound of a door opening somewhere nearby. Oh. Not laughing anymore now, are ya? There's a fully decomposed corpse here. She's wearing a skirt, so it seems safe to assume this was a female student in life. Her name tag confirms this. Shobu University Middle School, Hinako Meguri. Whoops. Spirited journalist who came to investigate the school, found with a piece of paper on her person that just says Loverly. Okay. That's another one. There's a foul-smelling, rotting corpse here. Based on the uniform, it was probably a male high school student in life. He seems to have died sitting down, though he doesn't look very relaxed. There's a student ID name tag on his chest. Karasuyama High School, Yoaki Kamimizu. Collapsed while searching for friends, starved to death. The door is sealed firmly shut. There's no way to open it. Oh jeez. There's a recently deceased corpse here. Her hands are outstretched as if she were trying desperately to dig her way through the wall. There's a student ID name tag on her uniform. Kamashiro Trade School, Sexy Hagiwara. Died after abdomen was punctured by metal object. Right, now check if I've got all the names on here. Spaces was death room was fine. Yeah, I got one there. I should have gotten that one. Confirming what I've got. Well, let's do it this way. This is Mina. Matsukaze. Tomomi. Yep. Karasuyama. Shihoko. Yoaki. Yep. Shobu. We just got grade school one. Okay, we got them all. I guess this is open now. 44% with all corpses. Rip, psychic damage. Yeah, what, 44%. Great.
不 薄暗い洞窟の中でも明かりの全くない真っ暗闇の部屋を見つけた。
I didn't think this place could get any darker, but this room proved me wrong. It was completely and utterly devoid of all light.
中でピチャピチャ水滴が落ちて反響する音を聞く限り
My only indication
それほど広い感じじゃない。
as to its size was the bloop bloop sound of dripping water from somewhere inside, and based on the echo, it didn't seem too big.
入りたくないけど、もしかしたらここにナホちゃんがいるかもしれない。
I was perfectly content to leave it at that, honestly, but I couldn't, because I knew Naho might have been in there, seized with fear and panic.
あの子いつもクールだけど、さっきの様子だとナホちゃんも怖がっているのかも。怖くて震えているのかも。
She usually kept a cool head, sure, but I'd just seen what she looked like when she didn't, and it worried the hell out of me, so I had to know.
ナホちゃん？返事はなかった。
No response.
水の落ちる音がうるさくて、人のいる気配は判別できない。
Not that I heard anyway. That dripping wasn't very loud, but it echoed enough that it could conceivably obscure the sound of a person's voice.
部屋の外の淡い光が入るから、出口は中からでもよく見える。
As long as I kept the door to this room open, though, the pale light of the corridor would filter in and I'd be able to see the exit.
出られずにパニックになることはないと思って、私は部屋の中まで入ってみることにした。
It may not have eliminated much, but at least I'd be able to find my way out in a pinch, so I swallowed my fear and walked into the darkness.
やだ！
Gross!
何この匂い。
What's that smell?
臭い。
Stinks to high
なんか
heaven.
腐ってる？
Something rotting in here?
やだ！何かこぼれた。
What
足
spilled?
にかかっちゃったよ。
It's all over my leg. Oh no, Bucket-kun. No, that was Bucket-kun playing a prank again. This is why we hate you, Bucket-kun. Without thinking, I smacked my hand against my leg, as if trying to knock off whatever was stuck to it.
何これ？
What is this?
息ができないほど濃厚な鉄みたいな匂い。
A metallic smell.
これ血？
It was so thick that I almost couldn't
血
breathe.
の匂い？
Is it blood? Did I just wipe blood onto my hand? It couldn't be.
なんだか太ももがかゆい。思わず指でかいてしまった。
I got a sudden itch on my thigh, so I impulsively reached down and scratched it.
真っ暗でわからないけど、かいた指の腹にお米のような丸い小さな粒がついている。
And in doing so, a small rice-sized bead stuck to the ball of my finger. But in this all-consuming darkness, I had no way to tell what it was.
指でこね回すとペタペタして本当にお米のようだ。
It felt an awful lot like a grain of rice, though, and even smushing and smelling like one when I kneaded it between my thumb and forefinger.
何これ？
What is this thing? Skin?
太ももの？
From my thigh?
やだ。
Crap, I hope not.
明るくなった。
The lights.
やだ。何こ
What is this place?
の部屋？匂いが強烈なわけだ。部屋の四方の壁という壁、床という床に血しぶきのようなものが付着している。
The source of the horrible smell was suddenly clear. The room was absolutely drenched from wall to wall and stained the floor with blood and
ど
viscera.
れだけたくさんの血液が飛び散れば、これだけの範囲を染めることができるのか。
How many gallons of blood must there have been to coat this entire room?
しかも乾ききっていない。
The worst part was,
つい最近
none of it was dry.
この部屋は使われている。
It was all wet. It was all fresh.
そこら中に得体の知れない肉片や骨っぽいものが転がっている。
There were indistinguishable chunks.
どんな恐ろしいことが行われている部屋なのだろう。
Flesh and bone everywhere. Just what kinds of twisted things was this room being used for? It's a very moist room, unfortunately. Yep.
なんかさっきから太ももがかゆい。
Scratched my itching
ま
thigh
た
again
指でかいてから
with my finger
私はふと自分の足を見た。
and looked down at my legs.
そして
And all at once,
全身の血が凍った。
and my blood ran cold.
かゆくて無意識にかいていた私の足に白い小さな虫がびっしりとついていた。
Swarm of little white bugs was wriggling around on both my legs. Thanks, Bucket-kun. Wow. We really needed that, didn't we?
指の腹にも潰れて2匹、スカートにもソックスの上にも
That's what I
靴と
squished
足
with
の
my
隙間に
fingers.
も。
There were many, many more. There were also my skirt, my socks, even inside my shoes. This is why we hate Bucket-kun.
パニックを起こして、私は虫がいっぱいついている靴を脱いで振りはたいた。
I fell into a state of total panic. I threw off my shoes and began frantically brushing myself off with my arms.
スカートの裾を掴んで、ソックスの端をつまんで、バタバタはたいて虫を飛ばした。
Grabbed the hem of my skirt and the collars of my socks and shook the hell out of them too, trying to knock as many bugs off my body as I possibly could.
よろけた私は、ソ
Stumbling
ックス
around.
のかかとで赤く濁った水たまりに踏み込んでしまった。
I accidentally planted the heel of my sock into a murky puddle of red liquid and mine went blank with disgust.
気持ち悪い気持ち悪い気持ち悪い気持ち悪い。
Can't take this anymore.
落ち着け落ち着け。
Down, Saika.
ここはきっと屠殺場だ。食用の家畜を解体して食肉にする場所だ。
This is just a slaughterhouse. This is just a place where livestock was chopped up into meat. Exactly. Yep. Yep.
だから自然なんだ。この部屋の存在は
It's perfectly natural.
自然じゃない。
There's nothing unusual about this room at all.
あの肉片は
The blood,
あの大きな骨の塊は
chunks of flesh and
動
bone.
物のもの。
Probably are just some animals. Humans are animals. Look at all these Bucket-kuns. Well. Thanks, Bucket-kun. So what are we at? Alright, we're staying at 44%. Oh, this ambience is something else, isn't it?
おびただしい血のりが付着している。
It's absolutely soaked with
こ
blood.
の上でたくさんの命が奪われたに違いない。
No doubt that countless living things have been killed here.
部屋の至るところに汚れたバケツが置いてある。
This is what happens when you look at Bucket-kun. Filthy buckets littered the room. No wonder.
大腿骨のようなものがたくさん刺さっているもの。
Each one was
ブル
stuffed
ブルした黄色や白い実のついた
with reddish black
赤黒い
globs
肉の塊が詰め込まれたもの。
of meat in quivering yellow and white liquid. In most of them, female-like bones adorned the surface.
直視できないそれらに混じって
But one of them seemed to be a far more horrid stew than the others. Enjoy your lurk, Mad.
私は見つけてしまった。
Thanks for being here.
人間の腕が数本
Yes.
刺さっているバケツを。
One of them was full of arms, human arms, several of them jutting out above the bucket lip, practically waving at passers-by. Bucket-kun trying to say hi, but we're smart to his tricks now. We're not saying hi to Bucket-kun. Don't listen to Bucket-kun.
人は悲鳴を上げるときは意志の力を必要としないんだ。
Screams are strange beasts because they basically override all sense of logic and reason within a person's mind.
ごく自然に驚くほどオートマチックに私の体の奥から
Quite naturally.
お腹の底から
Quite
悲鳴が絞り出されてきた。
In my shock, a scream forced its way out from inside my body, from the very pit of my stomach.
全身の感覚が針のように敏感になっている。
Had become razor sharp.
部屋の外の通路からかすかに誰かの足音が聞こえたような気がした。
I could faintly hear footsteps approaching from the hall outside the room.
胃がギュンと縮んで
My stomach tightened,
出していた悲鳴が途中で止まる。
stopping the next scream in my throat.
確かだった。
I
部
was
屋
sure
の
of
外の
it.
通路を何者かが近づいてきている。足音からしてなおちゃんじゃない。
In the corridor just outside this room, someone or something was coming this way. And judging by sound, it sure wasn't Naho.
無意識に情けない声が漏れ出して
Another scream threatened to
私
slip
は慌
out.
てて口を塞いだ。
Quickly stifled it. The last thing I needed was to give away my position.
どうしよう。近い。
Whoever this was getting closer and closer. I had to act.
外の通路は一本道になっていたから、外に逃げ出すと足音の主に見つかってしまう。隠れてやり過ごすしかないよ。
Hallway outside was just a straight shot, so escaping the room without being seen wasn't an option. Hiding was my only hope. But hiding where? Well, this worked in the game, and we saw what happened to Tagachi when he went in the cabinet. So let's go in the cabinet and see if we get Tagachi too. There are two endings to this one.
足音が迫ってきている。私は部屋の奥の大きな棚の前に駆け寄った。
The footsteps are approaching fast. I ran over to the large cabinet on the other side of the room.
開いてよ。
Open.
扉は難なく開いた。
Doors open without difficulty.
勝手に閉じてくれる。
But there was a sword that automatically closed when left untended. Oh well, no time for second guessing now.
私は後ろを向いて、お尻から体を棚の中に押し込めて、
I turned around and jammed
閉まり
myself
かけの扉に指をかけ、
in
勢いをつ
first
けて引っ張った。
into the closet, grabbing the edges of the closing doors with my fingers and pulling them for all of my worth. I sure hope they got paid well for this.
狭い棚の中に身を潜め、足音が部屋を通り過ぎてくれることを祈る。
Shrinking my body into the cramped closet, I prayed silently for the footsteps to pass by this room.
だけどよくよく考えると、この部屋の電気をつけたのがこの足音の主なら、
Then,
この部屋に用があるってことになる。
the person making those footsteps was probably the same person who turned on the light in here. So I didn't honestly hold out much hope.
悪い方に考えると、
Rapidly,
どんどん頭の中が真っ黒に
my
なってい
thoughts
く。
grew darker. Worst case scenarios began flashing through my mind one after another.
別の生き物のように勝手にカチカチと動く口と、引きつけを起こしたように震える肩を必死に掴んでなだめながら、
I grasped my quivering mouth and violently shaking shoulders in a vain attempt to calm myself down.
私は目をキュッとつむって、漏れそうになる声を飲み込んでいた。
I clenched my eyes shut and willed myself to swallow any sounds that may otherwise have leaked out.
ちゃん、助けて。扉の隙間から部屋の中の様子が
Through
伺え
the
た。
gap in the door.
通り過ぎてと願った私の祈りを蹴散らすように、
My fears are
部屋の
confirmed.
中に誰かが入ってきた。
I was no longer alone in this room.
部屋に入ってきたそれは
Thing
異様なものだった。
that was in here with me was horrible.
人というよりは、なんだかよくわからないもの。
He seemed not quite human, but not really
する
anything
もの
else
が
either.
入ってきたような
Whatever he was,
驚愕とショック。
I was scared to death of him.
いや、確かに人の姿だけど、現実離れした顔も、異常に大きな体も、
On second thought,
私の想像をはるかに超えて
maybe he
恐ろ
was
しかった。
human. He just had a grotesque face and an abnormally large body, not to mention a zombie-like disposition. He was horrifying.
その男は気絶していた様子の女の子を肩に乗せていた。
He had the limp body of a girl tossed over his shoulder.
部屋の中央にあるあの血まみれの机に歩み寄ると、乱暴にその子を投げ落とした。
He walked over to the blood-covered table at the center of the room and violently threw her down onto it. Oh no. This is Nana, isn't it? Yeah, this is from Team Gentleman.
女の子が苦しげなうめき声を上げて覚醒する。まだ生きているんだ。
Letting out a moan of agony, she came to. Thank God she was still alive. Yeah, she's missing her legs, isn't she?
ひどい。
Her legs have been severed at the thigh.
両足が太ももから切断されている。
Like completely cut off.
なんてことなの。
How could anyone do something like that?
男が女の子の上に馬乗りになって机についている拘束具のようなもので右腕左腕と自由を奪っていく。
The man straddled the girl and tied both her arms into metal restraints attached to the table.
待って、何をする気なの。
What was he planning on doing to her? Time to join the buckets. He's coming this way. No, no, please, no. Need to clean that microphone after he's done.
男は私の隠れている棚を通り過ぎて部屋の隅に行き
The man passed right by the standing closet, instead turning his attention toward the nearby corner of the room, where he began rummaging through a toolbox.
工具箱のようなものを乱暴に引っかき回し始めた。
He was utterly careless about it.
霧などが床に散らばって女の子の乗せられている机の下にも転がり込む。
Tossing aside any tools he didn't need, hammers and drills were clanging on the ground, with some sliding under the table.
荒い動作でそれを回収する。あそこに隠れていたらきっと見つかっていた。
Each time a tool fell, he'd bend down and scoop it up. If I had hidden under that table, I absolutely would have been found out just now. Wait a minute. Okay, let me reload doing that one then. Closet Kun was actually the way to protect us after all. Under the blood-soaked table.
大丈夫かな。でも他に隠れる場所もないし。
Would I really be okay under the table? Not the best choice, but I guess there really weren't too many other options.
こういう時は迷っちゃダメだよね。直感で動こう。
Either way, I couldn't afford to hesitate at a time like this. I had to follow my instincts. The good ends, not the finish end.
背の低い机の下に身を潜め足音が部屋を通り過ぎてくれることを祈る。
The table was pretty low to the ground, so I did have some cover there. Nonetheless, I prayed for the footsteps to pass by without coming in.
だけどよくよく考えると
But then,
この部屋の電気をつけたのがこの足音の主なら
this person making
この
those
部屋に
footsteps
用があるってことになる。
was probably the same person who turned on the light in here, so I didn't honestly hold out much hope.
悪い方に考えるとどんどん頭の中が真っ黒になってゆく。
Rapidly, my thoughts grew darker. Worst case scenarios began flashing through my mind one after another.
別の生き物のように勝手にカチカチと動く口と引きつけを起こしたように震える肩を必死に掴んで押さえながら
Grasped my quivering mouth and violently shaking shoulders in a vain attempt to calm myself down.
私は必死で
Clenched
折
my
れ
eyes
そうに
shut,
なる声を飲み込んでいた。
willed myself to swallow any sounds that threatened to leak out.
ちゃん助けて。
What's happening?
女の子の苦しげなうめき声。机の上に 今誰かが投げ落とされたんだ。
The sound of a girl in pain. The man had apparently dropped someone onto the table, and she was either injured or being injured.
「尋常じゃない悲鳴が聞こえる。机の板を挟んですぐ上で
I hear an unearthly scream from the other side of the table
恐
above
怖
me.
で体がすくんで動けなくなった。
My body became rigid. Crap.
取りに来たら見つかる。
If he bent down to pick it up, he'd see me for sure. He
異様なものだった。
was a very strange, horrifying creature.
というよりはなんだかよくわからないもの。
He
ゾ
seemed
ッ
not
とす
quite
るような
human,
ものが入ってきたような驚愕とショック。
but not really anything else either. And whatever he was, I was scared to death of him. Busted.
いや、確かに人の姿だけど、
Maybe he was
現
human.
実離れした顔も
He had a
非常
grotesque
に大き
face,
な体も
grotesque face, and a normally
その
large
想像を
body.
はるか
Not
に
to mention
恐
his
ろし
zombie-like
かった。
disposition, he was horrifying. He had as much more life as any human being can. I was frightened, afraid, terrified. There's no word strong enough. Let me go!
足や手をバタつかせて必死に暴れる。
Flinging
で
my
も
arms and
男
legs
の腕の力は強く、
and
び
doing
くと
everything I
もしない。
possibly could to break free from his grip, but this man was strong as an ox. He wasn't letting go.
掴まれた喉も、もし男が力を込めたら即座に握りつぶされそうな予感があった。
Fairly certain he could crush my throat with his bare hands if he wanted to. Somebody! Anybody! No, mommy!
男は掴んでいた私の首ごと体を引っ張り、乱暴に部屋の中央に投げ出した。
The man drew me up by my neck and violently threw me toward the center of the room.
喉に集中しているいろんな繊維質がグリッと音を立てて擦れ合う。
It was almost as if he would prove my hypothesis. The tissue and bones in my throat scraped together with a sickening, unnatural sound.
息が詰まって
I
呼
gasped
吸
for
する
air.
穴も潰れて
My
意識
trachea
が
was
飛び
in
そうに
pieces.
なった。
I could feel my consciousness drifting away.
Ah!
規制を上げたかと思うと、男はそのまま部屋の出口へ走り出した。
I wasn't sure why, but he then suddenly let out a blood-curdling moan and made a beeline toward the room's only exit.
そして通路に飛び出し振り返ると、出口の重い鉄扉に手をかけた。
He turned around and slammed his hand into the heavy iron door, and it began slowly lurching closed. Wait,
閉じ込められる。瞬間的にそう思った。
I was locked in.
慌てて出口へ駆け出す私に、
I knew it right away. I ran toward the door as best I could manage, but I already knew I wouldn't be able to get it open again. Hey, please help me!
ひっくり返された机の表側に、器具で両手首を固定された女の子が囚われていた。
The girl I'd heard screaming was strapped onto the surface of the now overturned table, dangling helplessly. Please help.
ちょっと、やだ、開けて
Open! Open, goddammit!
それから
Days
何
passed.
日経っただろう。
I couldn't even begin to guess how many.
血の匂いの充満した真っ暗な部屋に再び明かりがつくことはなかった。
No light ever returned to that blood-drenched, pitch-black room.
一緒にいた女の子もずいぶん前から何も喋らなくなった。
And the girl I was trapped with hadn't said a word for a long time.
匂いも寒さも
I knew it smelled
痛
in
みも
here.
感じない。
I knew it was cold, and that I was in pain, but I couldn't sense any of it anymore.
私
Was I
生きてるのかな。
alive? Was I dead?
死んでるのかな。誰かここから出して。
I wasn't sure it even mattered. I just wanted to leave that room. Somebody, please, let me out. Oh. That's rough. Sealed in the bucket room. In the dark. Well, we're back here now.
荒い動作でそれを回収する。
Each time a tool fell, you bend down and scoop it off. If I had hidden under that table, I absolutely would have been found just now.
やがて巨大なペンチのような器具を持ち出して女の子の元に戻ると再び机の上に乗り体の上にまたがった。
He pulled out a large pair of pliers. Returning to the girl's side, he once again stepped up onto the table and straddled her body.
あの大きなペンチ。
What to do with those exactly?
男は無言で必死にもがく女の子の方をわしづかみにしギリギリと締め上げる。
Wordlessly, the enormous beast clamped down on the squirming girl's cheek and squeezed with all his might.
そして強引に口を開けさせたと思ったらそこに大きなペンチを差し込んだ。
Then, as far as I was able to determine from my vantage point, he forced the mouth open and shoved the pliers inside.
慣れた手つきで素早く両手でペンチの両端を握り直すと強引に開いて押し込み始めた。
He readjusted his grip on the handle, then skillfully began opening the two metal prongs while simultaneously pushing them down her throat. 'Sachiko needs her collection.
女の子の舌をペンチで掴むと男はためらいもなくそのまま一気に引き抜いてしまった。
Finally grasping the girl's tongue with his pliers, the man suddenly yanked his arm upward in one single powerful movement, tearing it from her mouth.
喉から泡の音を立ててしばらくもがいた後女の子は動かなくなった。
I heard the sound of her mouth frothing over, and after a moment of squirming, all her movements ceased completely.
気づくと私は涙と一緒に失禁していた。
That's when I lost it.
狭い棚の引き戸の中に私の尿が溜まり始め
Tears are streaming down my face, and I began peeing myself uncontrollably. Urine was pooling along the bottom of the cabinet. Poor.
お腹に必死に力を込めて失禁を止める。
Frantically contracted my stomach, forcing myself to stop peeing.
と止めることができた。
If any of it leaked out from here and gave my position away, I'd be a goner for sure.
お腹の奥が痙攣したみたいに痛む。
Immediately fought this undeniable painful cramp. Please, please don't do this now.
男は足元にあったアルミのバケツに引き抜いた舌を投げ捨てて
Man tossed his severed
手
tongue
に持ったベンチを工房置き場に乱暴に投げつける。
aluminium bucket at his feet. Why is it spelled in the American pronunciation? Bad translator. Then roughly threw the pliers back into the toolbox with an ear-splitting clatter.
下に入ったバケツを持って部屋の外へゆっくりと消えていった。
He grabbed the bucket containing the tongue and slowly disappeared from the room.
人が死んだ。
Somebody had just died out there.
殺された。
I was in shock.
目の前で起こった恐ろしい出来事に。
I seen it literally scared the piss out of me. I didn't think that ever actually happened. Okay.
でも
It's an American
このままい
bucket,
たら
yeah.
またあいつがやってきて、見つかったら今度こそ殺されるかもしれない。
I had to get out of this room. If I stayed here until he came back, and if he found my hiding place, I could easily be the next one to die on that table.
とにかくここを離れようと、私は棚の戸を開け部屋に出た。
Slowly and shakily, I opened the cabinet doors and re-emerged. Rip. Rest in peace.
女の子はピクリとも動かない。生きているようにしか見えないのに、マネキンのように動かない。
The girl was still as a board. She almost looked alive, albeit gravely wounded.
死んで。
But her mannequin-like lack of any motion was motion whatsoever said it all.
じっと見ていると、私の脳と心の判断が噛み合わずに気持ちが悪くなってくる。
Stared at this fresh corpse and just felt so many conflicting emotions welling up inside me.
胃袋の奥から湧き溢れてくる悲鳴を必死に噛み殺して、私はこの部屋を後にした。
I exited the room, fighting back more screams from the pit of my stomach that seemed insistent on coming out.
嫌だ。嫌だ。なんなのこれ。
What is this place?
夢なら早く覚めて。
I'm dreaming. Somebody wake me up, please.
夢かと期待しても覚めない。現実だと理解するには私のリアルを超越しすぎている。
But I knew it wasn't real. I accepted that this place was real, even though it differed greatly from any reality I'd ever known before.
私の脳はだんだんと飽和状態になってきた。
My brain was quickly nearing
物を
its
思考
breaking
する
point.
回路にぼんやりと霧がかかってしまっている。
Stupefying fog clouded my mind's circuits.
なおちゃん。なおちゃん。
Help me.
助けて。それから何日経っただろう。
Days passed in a sweltering, isolated bunker. I couldn't even say how many.
途中で携帯の電源が切れて、時計も止まって、私の中で時が消えても、ずっとナホちゃんを探し続けた。
My cell phone battery ran out after a while. My watch died too. I was lost completely, but I never stopped looking for Naho.
何も食べてない。
Hadn't eaten anything.
何も飲んでない。
Hadn't drunk anything.
もう何回も眠っているから。
I slept so many
きっ
times.
と数日経っている。
I couldn't even begin to estimate how long I'd been trapped here.
ポケットにはお母さんがくれたチョコが入っている。
Chocolate my mom gave me, still in my pocket.
これは私とお母さんをつなぐ大事なものに思えて
But I couldn't bring
食
myself
べ
to
られな
eat
か
it.
った。
Felt like it represented an important bond between me and her. He's right behind you.
私たちの友情は
Our friendship will last forever.
絶対
Will never die. Rip Sayaka.
うん
yummy. Sachiko gets to eat the chocolate. Purgatory Dengoku. Yamamoto and Michael. Okay. Well, there you go. And as usual, I don't read these out myself because it's going too fast. So you have to read it on the screen if you want, if you care about these. There she is. Ayano Yamamoto.
皆様こんにちは、おはようございます、こんばんは。さえのきな子役の
She's
山本
glaring
彩
into
で
your
す。
soul.
いやー、プレイしていただきありがとうございます。いやー、あれですね、きっとブラッドカバーリピーティッドフィアーの方をプレイなさった方はびっくりしたはずだと思います。まさかなほちゃんがこんなキャラクターだったなんてと、私も台本をいただいた時にですね、とてもびっくりしまして、はわわしまして、そのツイッターであわわわわってつぶやきましたら、いやそんななほさん普通だったと思いますけどみたいなちょっと意地悪をされ、今日現場にはですね、うわどうしよう、このにゃんにゃん漢字はどうやって出せばいいのかと悩みながら収録に挑んだんですけれども、どうだったでしょうかね。お仕事とかは真面目にやるクールな女の子ですけれども、友達の前ではニャンニャンしていて、ちょっと自分に似ているのかなと思うところがいっぱいありまして、なんというか多分このブックオブシャドウズのなほちゃんは私なんじゃないかと思うくらい似てるなと思うところがありまして、前作のブラッドカバーリピーティッドフィアの時はほんと頭が良くて憧れの女の子だったんですけれども、あらまあそんな遠い存在のなほちゃんが私に寄ってきてくれたまあみたいな感じでした。でもそんな可愛らしい女の子らしいなほちゃんも気に入っていただければ嬉しいなと思います。それではまたいっぱい遊んでくださいね。じゃあバイバイ。
That's really I like that. That's the realization. Okay. Mako?
こんにちは、大上さやか役のまこです。
Mako.
収録するのも怖かったです。みんなもさやかのように失禁しましたか？こんなこと言うと事務所に怒られちゃったりして、まあ、可愛くてやりごたえのある役をできてとっても楽しかったです。ということでまこでした。ありがとうございました。
That's all you get from Mako. Okay. Alright. The next chapter is Marishke, the man who loves taking pictures of corpses and staring at them. And his favorite corpse is wallpaper corpse. Of course. Oh, these are alright. Here we are. Don't seem to be missing anything. Thanks, Japan. Yeah, don't seem to be missing anything. Nya pose. There you go. Marishke, our boy who got ruined by the anime. It's only been 2.5 hours. So question, do I just stop? Oh wait, how many endings though are there? Or do I... There are 9 endings in Paradise. Okay. There are 9 endings in Paradise. Okay. I'm gonna stop the stream then. Yeah. Oh boy, yeah. And I'm pretty sure there's gonna be lots of corpses to collect for Murishke to admire. So yeah. Right, that was Purgatory was nice and short. Yep. Maximum attention. Take care. What's up my finger? Why can't it Ugh. Whoa. What is it doing to it? There we go. Wait, it what is it doing? I'm not doing that. Stop it. Stop it. Oh no. Please take care of yourselves and thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for lurking. All the things. Have a good whatever time of day it is. Or night.